Try this stuff again. I started a video yesterday. Got the pump back yesterday morning. Put it in. Went to turn it on. Of course, you got to get the suction line in because it's in the way of, well, if you put the electrical hook up first, you can't get the suction line in without fighting it. So I put it in, and while the cable was out of the way, I got it primed. Get the cable hooked up. Get it all hooked up in the box. Throw the fuses in. Kick it on. Turn the main switch on the pump. Hit the button to start it. The only thing that happened was the magnetic starter clicked, and that was it. And I wasn't going to mess with it. Made a phone call. They said, yeah, Monday. I said, I'm already better than 2 weeks behind on keeping ahead of the cows over here on pasture. And I'm already feeding too much hay. I really want to get some grass growing so I can quit feeding as much hay. He goes, well, let me see who's on call tomorrow. I'll get back to you. All right, never heard back from the service manager. That's fine. Last night I got a call from the technician that was on call today, and he asked me what the deal was, and I told him, and he says, okay. He says, well, I'm not an electrician. I'm not a pump man, but he says, I do all the work on the valley pivots. And I said, well, then you are an electrician because there's a lot of electrical on those. And he goes, yeah. He says, I can figure out if it's not hooked up right or if something's wrong. He says, and I got the test equipment to do that. I said, okay. So since he's coming from about 60 miles away from where he lives, he says, I'll be 9:30. And I said, all right. So 9:30 this morning, he pulls in the yard. Of course, his boss, not knowing where we're at for sure, gave him a little pin drop on the map, but it was at the top end of the road we're on. It was way up there, which is kind of on his way. It'd take him a little longer. I sent him home the right way. A whole lot easier to cut over to the highway and go right over the hill on the highway than it is to take the back roads. But found a loose wire. It was inside the control box. One that, control box hadn't even been opened in probably 30 years. And old age and time, things loosen up, and wire clamp loosened up, and it fell out. Bouncing around across the field down here to put it in, or bouncing around in the trailer going down to get worked on, or coming back, who knows. But it is fixed. It is running properly. Got this thing out here going again. That's what I want. I got this thing slowed way down from what we were. I'm going to guess that we're going to end up putting between 3 and 4 inches of water on with one pass where I got it set at the moment. When we first started it down in the bottom, we were at 1.25 inches, and that was at 1 foot a minute. And I started here 1 foot every 4 minutes, and I'd sped it up here a little bit ago because it's putting 5+ inches up there was a little much. So I sped it up a little bit, and it's about 1 foot every 3 minutes. So my guess is we're going to be between 3 and 4 inches, somewhere in there. So anyway, it's running. I'm happy about that. Now, if I just had another one like this and had that other new pump in over at the other pump site, I could really keep ahead over there, because using that little pump and that little traveler, we're running that little traveler about 6-hour sets to get it wet enough in one spot. And, moving it every 6 hours, you're not covering a lot of ground. You're almost better off to cover more ground and put less water on, but that one, unfortunately, we don't have enough pressure on that system over there to be able to run the travel mechanisms on them. But we do here, and we will over there when we get the other pump done. So, in the meantime, this is what's up, and this is our day today. This is at almost 2:30 in the afternoon. It's actually comfortable out. It got nasty this morning. It got really humid. It's like 60 degrees, but the humidity was like 80 degrees, and you could really feel it when the humidity spiked. It was, instant sweat. and then it stabled out. Feels better. A little breeze now too, which helps. So anyway, that's what's up. See if we can't get this covered in a couple of days here. And I figured the way this is running, it's got between 24 hours and 30 hours to get across. So it should be soaked good. Makes the bookkeeper unhappy when she sees the electric bill, but that's tough. It's that or buy hay, and I'm hoping we don't have to buy any hay to begin with. And if we don't get some grass growing, we will be buying hay. I don't like doing that. We're supposed to be in the business of selling it, not buying it. But last couple of years, things have been weird and backwards and upside down. Working on getting that straightened out. So, like, subscribe, click the bell. Those are the things they tell me I'm supposed to tell you. You know, do I want you to subscribe? Yeah, I do. I'd love to get a few more subscribers. You know, seems like when I get them, they come 3, 4, 5, 6 at a time, usually because I get a good shout out from somebody. And I appreciate those shout outs. I really do. I give them out too. And that's a big thing. The more you like something, the more they put it up to people to see it. And I know a lot of guys that have a lot of subscribers, and they can have something and 3,000 views and 5 likes. It's like, well, what'd you watch it for if you didn't think you could push the like button? I don't know. I'm just weird that way, I guess. Generally, if I watch something, I push the like button. Otherwise, I wouldn't have wanted to watch it. So anyway, hit the buttons. Do what you want to do. See if my channel takes off. And talking about those shout outs, there's the Harmless Farmer. He's got me quite a few subscribers. There's that South Saskatchewan farmer. He's gotten me a few. And what is it? Burning Dinosaurs. I think that's what it is. He's got a cute logo. I love his logo at the beginning. I got subscribed to him here, 2-3 weeks ago, and heard about him from somebody else. He's got some neat stuff going on. And let's see, the Harmless Farmer, he threw out, was it Ohio Farm Life? It's a kid, he says 15 miles north of him or so, there in Ohio. And he's got some pretty neat stuff going too. So hey, there, I threw a few out there. If you like what I got, I'm pretty sure you're going to like what they got. I'm going to have a lot more different stuff coming. So far all you've seen is cutting hay, raking hay, and baling and irrigation. And daughter number 2's toolbox, which I finally finished painting this morning. Got that done about 6 o'clock this morning after I did irrigation. I don't think she knows it's done yet. Her and daughter number 1 and my mother, their grandmother, they are out riding horses right now. Something they haven't done for a while. And I guess Grandma told the 2 of them this morning that, hey, it's going to be overcast and a decent day instead of too hot. We haven't ridden for a while. I think it's been 3 years since my mom's been on a horse. And it's been at least a year since daughter number 1 has. And daughter number 2, she gets out there once in a while. But it's probably been 6 or 8 months. She's been busy. So let them get a little relaxation in. And I can relax and do this. So, hey, till next time. Bye.